Fella leaving the lunatic asylum, and the head lad sent for him. He said, well, you're leaving us after 20 years. He said, you've been in here 20 years now. What do you want to be? He said, well, I could be anything. He said, I've served my time here as a joiner. He said, I could be a joiner. He said, I served 5 years as a plumber. He said, I could be a plumber. He said, and I went in for nursing. He said, I could be a nurse. He said, and then he said, I could stop here and be what I've always been. He said, what's that? He says, a teapot. Dr. Watson said to Sherlock Holmes, you'll never guess what happened to me today, Sherlock. He said, I know exactly what happened to you. He said, you got up this morning, had cornflakes and coffee, went down, seen a film at the Odeon, went in a club in Soho, had your tea in town, came home, read a book, went straight to bed. He said, marvellous, how do you know that, Sherlock? He said, I was with you, Burke. The Pony Express. Riding with the mail. Through Apache territory. To Fort Apache. He's riding there. He got a lance right through his neck. 6 arrows in his back. They shot the horse from under him. Shot in the leg and he hobbled to the fort. He kicked open the colonel's door and he said, there's no mail today. Fellow picked the phone up. He says, hello, is that the asylum? And the voice at the other end said, no, it can't be. We're not on the phone. Fellow walked into a psychiatrist. He said, I can't stop telling lies. He said, I don't believe you. 2 lunatics talking in the asylum once said, what was you before you come in here? He said, I kept bees. He said, how do you make it pay? He said, well, I let them go in the park. 6 o'clock every morning, they go in the park, collect all the pollen, and I sell the honey. You said, you're telling lies. He said, the park doesn't open while 9 o'clock. He said, I know, but I know where there's a hole in the fence. Fellow walked in a boot and shoe repair. He said, I've come for my boots. He said, when do you leave them? He says, 1933, Wednesday afternoon, September the 15th. He said, you what? He says, September 1933, the 15th, Wednesday afternoon. He said, this shop's changed hands 15 times since then. He said, well, I'll have to have them. I'm starting work in the morning. He said, have you got the ticket? He said, aye. Gives him a nice clean ticket. He says, oh, it's ridiculous, this, he said. Goes down the cellar, comes back full of the black as the ace of spades. He said, I've got them. Ready Thursday. Magician working the big liners, doing all his tricks, and the parrot on the side there keeps saying, it's up his sleeve, it's down his jumper, it's up his trousers leg. Where's the act? And the ship's boiler's blue. And him and the parrot's on this plank for 4 days. And the parrot's looking at him like that. After 4 days, the parrot said, OK, I give up. What have you done with the ship? Fellow walks in a hairdresser's, give us a Tony Curtis. Cut all his hair off just like an egg. He says, you Burke. You know who Tony Curtis is? He said, well, I should do. I saw the King and I 14 times. A fisherman story. 2 fishermen talking. One said, I caught a fish the other day. 28 stone, 30 feet long. Oh, he says, you're going on a bit there. He said, aren't you? 28 stone, 30 feet long. I don't believe you. He said, but yesterday, he said, I've caught a fish. 24 stone, 70 foot long. Cut it open. There's a ship's lantern inside from 1483, and the candle was still lit. He says, you what? He said, no, you are bobbing on a bit. He said, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. You cut 20 feet of the fish, I'll blow the candle out.